Hi, I'm Lisa Mona. I am one of the certified fitness professionals here at GOFitnessVirtual.com. Today, we're going to take a closer look at performing a side lateral raise properly. Now, a side lateral raise targets our deltoid muscle. The deltoid muscle is the muscle that runs across your shoulder, and it actually has three heads to it. The front part, which is called the anterior delt, the middle, which is the medial delt, and then the back part, which is called the posterior delt. The great thing about the side lateral raise is that it strengthens all three heads of that deltoid, but it primarily targets the medial head or the middle part of the shoulder. So to perform the side lateral raise properly, we want to start in neutral spine. So those of you who are familiar with my Building Strength with Lisa at GoFitnessVirtual.com know that I talk about neutral spine in being in set position. So set position, your feet are hip distance apart, your toes are turned out slightly. Your knees are soft, so just a little bit of a bend, and your belly is braced. So you're pulling your belly button into your spine just a little bit to support your back. Your chest is lifted and your shoulders are down away from your ears. Chin is tucked in and eyes look out on the horizon. This is neutral spine. This is where we want to start our side lateral raise. So we initiate the side lateral raise by lifting the elbows up to our shoulder height, pausing just for a moment, and then lowering back down. When we start that movement, we actually want to have our elbows slightly in front of the shoulder line. So the elbows will be slightly forward. What that does is it allows us to stay in the proper scapular plane. That's going to decrease the tension on the rotator cuff tendons and protect the shoulder while we're strengthening the shoulder joint. So when we lift up with our elbows, you may want to start with a 90-degree bend in your elbow. That'll make the movement less challenging. And as you become stronger, you can start to lengthen out your arms a bit longer. Some of the common errors that I see when we're performing that side lateral raise is people lift their elbows too high. They lift the elbows up above the shoulder joint. This does a couple things. It starts to use our trap muscles, so it takes away from the target muscle of the deltoid, and it also can cause a shoulder injury called shoulder impingement. Shoulder injury or shoulder impingement is a painful injury that we certainly want to avoid. So we never lift our elbows higher than our shoulder when we're performing the side lateral raise. The other common mistakes that I see is that people elevate their hands higher than their elbows. When we elevate our hands, that starts to bring in external rotation into the shoulder joint, and it uses the rotator cuff. So again, it's going to take away the stress from the deltoid muscle, which is the muscle that we want to use when we're performing the movement. Now, frequently, I'll also see participants try to use momentum or swing when they perform basically any weight training movement. So when you're using momentum and swing, trying to hoist the weight up, you're taking away from the focus of the target muscle group. In this situation, the target muscle group is the middle head of our deltoid. So if you're trying to swing the weight up, frequently people will pull their chest forward and pull their shoulders back. That puts the front of your shoulder facing up towards the ceiling and puts more strain into the anterior deltoid away from the medial deltoid, which is the muscle that we're trying to target. So we want to move with slow, controlled movements, not hoist the weight up using swing and momentum. So if you like the information today, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. And if you'd like to see more from us, be sure to visit us at GoFitnessVirtual.com and check out our live classes as well as our extensive video library.